Welcome back to Trail Tested, everybody. And we got an extra special one today because we are YOLOing today. This is the YOLO Life YR20. This is a 48 volt system right here with a 1,000-watt hub motor back there that peaks out to 2,000 watts. And inside that little battery right there, well, that's a 20 amp hour battery. So we got some good power right there. Not to mention some 18650 cells in there. Very nice. All right, let's just get straight into it, shall we? This thing is pretty sweet. I love the moped bikes, but I've been turning a lot of them down because a lot of them under 900, 800, 600 bucks, I'm just not liking on how they're coming. The quality, the specs, the features. So I've been very picky on these bikes lately, and I'm gonna show you why I picked this one right out the box. I have not test rode this bike or anything. I just gotta show you guys right away. First things first, I open up this box and check it out. We have some straight up legit hydraulic DOT3 brake fluid right there. So that I have never seen a clear visible vial on an e-bike, especially at this price before. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. This is a 20x4 fat tire bike right here. And check it out. We're rolling on the good old Chow Yang Yangs right there. I've rode a lot of these before. These grippers do pretty good on the trail for me. These tires are only good for a couple hundred miles, but nonetheless, they do pretty good for the price point, that's for sure. Throwing up those tires, yes, we got the triple crown front forks right there. I like these, a lot more traveled, mountain bike style front forks. So good to see the triple crowns right there. And we got that motorcycle kind of looking headlight. Very sweet. Now, this bike does come with front and rear fenders. It's not raining today. I'm gonna keep that front fender off today because I wanna give you some sweet cinematic looks of some ripping on the trail. We're gonna do some slow-mo action right there. Let's dip in for some quality control. Let's see where they're cutting corners to get this price point with all these sweet features here. Now, checking out the welds on the inside there. All right, they're looking okay. A little clumpy right there. Let's check out over here on our brace here. So the welds are not the best. It doesn't mean that this frame isn't still strong. It just means that they didn't take a grinder and clean it all up after the weld was done. But nonetheless, no pitting, no holes, no real slag going on. Good to go for the price point. Check out the down tube and the neck right here on those welds. A little cobbly, but again, it's still smooth. Just could have used a little better cleanup with the grinder. We'll put a good test to the frame regardless today. Yeah, whoa, pow! You can't ignore this dual red suspension back here with the coilovers. Very, very sweet. You know I love suspension on Trail Tested. And it looks like these air reservoirs, these might just be decoys. We'll play with that a little more out there, but I think that's just a decoy on that spring right there. Now, I like that there's no branding on this bike. Typically at this price point, they're putting their name and sticker on everything. The only real branding right here is this right down here, and it's clean looking. It's real nice. Reminds me of kind of like a Yamaha R1 badge right there. Nonetheless, the YOLO Life, I really like that name. They could definitely come up with a really cool design for the side battery right there. But still, I like it, and I really like the color. It's like a dark kind of gray black matte right there. Cool pinstripe coming down. And this pinstripe is not a sticker that you can peel off. It is branded onto the frame right there. Very slick. All right, we got that typical chain ring on there. We got a dual wall, so no popping off there, hopefully, on the trail. And coming on back, whoa, stop right there. And we got some back pegs. Oh yeah, we could have a little buddy on back, or maybe do a little stunts. We'll see about that. Swing through. All right, we do have a derailleur guard that was already installed there from shipping. And now we're looking at the 7-speed Shimano derailleur. These are trustworthy. I've ridden about 100 of them at this point, and they're pretty good. And checking out the linkage on there on the suspension. It's nice and beefy. All right, black spoke wheels. I'm pretty excited about this 1,000-watt motor back here. We're going to talk about this because when I did my quick test drive, it was doing something I was very surprised on. I'll show you on that later. All right, go back and count our gears right here on the cassette. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gears on there. All right, coming up the shocks, and wow, we got the saddle. It's sleek, it's a low profile design. It's got a little scush to it. Feels strong though, very nice. Yeah, typically on these moped style bikes, this frame right here continues all the way through, but not on this one. This goes down and acts as like a roll bar, roll cage for your battery right there and splits through. Almost looks like you can almost put another battery inside of there. If not, maybe a little bag or something, but there's definitely some room for some activities. All right, the more I look at this, the more I'm really liking the design of this one. All right, coming on back, input pow, looks like we got a little taillight action, maybe some blinkers. Put a test to that. Scroll up the saddle, and there we go. We got that battery enclosed in there. Everything is looking clean, and pow, we're at the handlebars. All right, I like these BMX bars a lot more than those chopper style decked up bars. This is nice. And coming on through, hey, no ergonomic grips. Very nice. Just a straight grip with a quarter twist throttle. And yes, the brakes. I'm so excited for these. We got the see-through reservoirs, DOT style. All right. And popping on over, well, we got the 7-speed shifter right there, and scrolling on through, and display action. We'll fire that up in a sec. And coming on over, and very nice control panel. Lots of buttons to play with. Looks like we might even have a cruise control. Ooh, a little walk feature. Play with some of those. Blinker action horn. Pretty clean looking. And of course, you got that reservoir over there. All right, let's go ahead and fire up the YOLO. Swing on down here. Click on that button on the battery right there. Pop on over. I'm just going to click and hold that button for a second, and instant fire. All right, let's crack the freshie off, shall we? Oh yeah, so fresh and clean. Actually, a really nice looking display. I like it a lot. I have not seen this one. Let's check out some pedal assist features. 1, 2, oh, look at that. It even shows you eco, pedal assist 3, normal, pedal assist all the way up to a 5, red zone. All right, hit the information button right here and look at the bottom. And we got the wattage, mileages, trip. We got some timer, and yeah, we got the watt power. I like that. And we got our full battery bars up top right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. Very clean display. I can see it perfectly with my naked eye, and I am in direct sunlight perfectly. I can't even look up there. It's so bright. Let's just go for a no-load run real quick. I'm going to put my microphone right down here, right by the motor. See? That motor is very, very quiet. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, let's check out the hydraulic stoppers today. They are branded. We're going to call them the J-brakes. I can't quite pronounce that. Coming on down here, looks like we're on 180 millimeter rotors. Good size, good brakes. Can't wait to put a good test to them. All the spokes came out really good right out of the box. I did not have to tighten any spokes, which was good to see. And I got to tell you guys, setting up this bike out of the box was the easiest moped style bike I have set up ever. The front wheel, only 2 bolts, and then you put on the bars, and that is basically it next to the pedals right there. And if you need a little help, their instructions are very easy to read and very clear. No broken English. And let's check out some battery charger. When it's time to charge up that 20 amp hour battery, we're on a 2 amp charger, so we got a typical 2 amp right there. So about 8 hours, I would say, for that 20 amp hour battery from completely dead. And the 20 amp hour battery is UL certified right there. There are some specs for you. And if you want to pop it out, easy enough. They give you a little key, or they give you 2 keys in there. Give it a little turn that way. Pull the key back out, and then right up and over, just like that. Easy access. Bring it inside to charge it, store it, whatever you got to do. And putting it back in the same way, up and in, and hear the click. Boom, just like that, and you're good to go. And right on top of the battery too, click that button and you can check out how much power you got right there. All right, let's swing on over. Let's check out the blinkers, shall we? Left blinker, right blinker, tail light, sweet. And pop on the headlight. Oh, all right, it's got that little halo around there with the Cyclops eye. Very cool. And checking out the horn. Whoa, watch out, it's a pretty loud horn. Now the YR20 weighed in at 87 pounds, but this bike can hold a payload of 330 pounds. So if you got to haul some mail or some cargo, it got you covered. And a claimed top speed of 32 miles an hour, we'll put a good test to that. And a claimed 80-mile range in pedal assist mode. We all know that's maybe going 15 miles an hour on a flat road, but we'll do a good range test today as well. Let's get the YOLOWAY YR20 out on the trail and let's get it tested. Let's go. And all right, guys, before we hit the trail, just give you a quick call. Look how I look on this bike. I am 5'9", standing right next to it, quite a bit below my waist right there. Kick my foot over, nice and flat-footed, very user-friendly height right here. So yeah, there you have it. Let's hit the trail, let's go. And all right, guys, we are all settled up on the YR20. We are in pedal assist 0. Let's just go ahead and pedal like a normal bike. If we got stranded, if we had to pedal home a couple miles, could we do it? Oh yeah, we're kicking up. We're kicking up to gear 3 already. Sure, you could pedal a mile or two, maybe not uphill. But all right, let's kick it into pedal assist 1. Nice, easy power. That brings me right to 10 miles an hour. I could still get a good workout right here. Let's throw it into pedal assist 2. Watch out for the bumps. Whoa, that thing's taking off. Let's put up those gears a couple there. Shimano shifting really good. We're in 7th gear already. Pedal assist 2, cranking along. Nice. This thing's feeling very nimble, actually. I like it. I like that the bars are a little bit lower right there. All right, put it at pedal assist 3, yellow zone. Oh yeah, nice kick of power, up to 22 miles an hour, a little too fast for this trail. Let's just go ahead and get out there and run that top speed test right away. Let's hit it. All right, guys, it's time to do a top speed YOLO run. All the power on, 2,000 watts, throttle only, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and we're off. At 10 miles an hour, looks like 20 on the dash. 1,300 watts coming up on the dash there. We're at 30 right now. Dang. All right, 33. We're about to hit some. We're at 36 on the dash. We're on the dirt road. 37 on the dash. Feels like 32 maybe to me, but it's cooking. It's holding 36 going uphill right now. All right. Woo. And skirt. Oh yeah, top speed. That felt really good. Let's check those numbers out in the GPS verification. All right, guys, we're cooking in 32 miles an hour. This thing feels very, very stable. No death wobbles at all. Let's get our first suspension test going right into this curb. Oh yeah, very nice. No bottoming out of the front end. My back seat didn't buck me off. All right, cruising up Cemetery Hill. Didn't even have time to talk about that first hit. This thing is cooking. All right. So 2,000 watts, I'm assuming it does have it because I have to let off before that turn right there. Very nice going up that first Cemetery Hill road right there. Very spooky. Yeah, first impressions are going good. I could ride this bike for sure. I mean, I'm just trying to swing it with my butt right now. Very stable bike, I like it. Good center of gravity, you're sitting, you feel like you're right in the middle of this bike for sure. Let's go ahead and test this 90-degree turn with those chow yangs on there. Oh yeah. No problem losing traction with the chow yangs. All right, back on the throttle. All right, let's go ahead and test this little cruise control here. Let's click it. It works. It works perfect. Nice. I love me the cruise button. When companies build a cruise control into the throttle, where if you hold the throttle for 3 or 5 seconds, that can get very dangerous. I've had a bad experience on that before. Now I really like the cruise control button over the automated throttle for the cruise control. And the other thing I'm noticing right off the bat is this motor is so much quieter than I've been testing on my previous bikes. And a lot of those bikes are 750 watt motors and they are just so loud. This almost sounds like a direct drive, almost. Now the cadence is about 2 strokes right there, and then it kicked on, and it's a nice easy kick on too. It doesn't just blast all the power right at you, because that can be dangerous too. I've learned my lesson on the trail, turning up the power out of cadence. This does not feel like a $600 bike at all. I'm loving these brakes too. They're bedding in very nice. All right, do a little agility testing here. Man, this bike feels good. No wobbles or nothing. 30 on the dash. Let's go for a high-speed little balance test, shall we? Very nice. Very solid bike. I like a good balance bike. All right, death wobble test. Up, and bop it again. No death wobbles at all. Check. So far, my least favorite thing up here is the grips. They're about as hard and as plasticky as you can get, but they're working. I like that when you got cruise control on, you can still pedal and it does not click that cruise control off. It does that on some bikes and that's a little annoying. I like that you can still put in your own power and go ahead and kick back and relax. All right, guys, do you live in the back country? You have to commute off-road a little bit. Let's see how it does on a little bit of graded off-road here. Too smooth. I mean, this road is pretty graded right here. It's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and put it in the ditch right here and see how it does. Roughest part here. Oh yeah, this is a smooth bike. Man, for that budget suspension, I like it. Oh, drift test. Let's go for a little brake test. Oh, yes. Brakes work great. Bedded in nice. Now, I gotta tell you, I really do wish that that rear brake was on the opposite side of the throttle. That way, if you need to go for those emergency stops, you don't have to grab that front brake and possibly go over the bars or wash out, because these brakes are good and will lock up. So it would be nice to see that rear brake on the opposite side of the throttle. All right, guys, cutting in nice and sharp. Skirt. All right, we have made it to the bottom of Peters Hill. This is a very steep and windy uphill right here. 750 watt bikes struggle up it with no pedaling, but we have 2,000 watts peak. Let's start it with a little wheelie action too, because I know this bike can wheelie. Yes, it can actually. We're wheeling up Peters Hill. Oh my goodness, this thing. Oh, it's balanced so good. Up the first part of Peters Hill right there, whipping on through. All right, let's get it cooking now. Let's put the power on, a couple strokes up. We'll just leave it to the throttle today. I want to see if we can get this battery drained as well. All right, ripping through. Oh yeah, this thing is very well balanced. I love the turning here. Yep, it's pulling. Yes, it is doing it. It's doing good too. All right, let's do a little bank wall ride, shall we? Woo. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and try some windies. These are some very tight and windy and straight up hills. So we're gonna check the agility of this bike, if it can handle these tight paths. Sure enough, it just cut the first 90-degree turn without any feet down. Back on it right there. Sweet. Up again. Nice. bringing it up for one of the last sharpest turns here. Keeping all the, keeping all the tires on the ground. Oh man, no problem. Woo! Straight conquered. All right, YOLOing is YOLOing for sure. All right, so far, total domination. Doing real good. All right, guys, this is trail tested. It is off-road time. All right, this trail is buffy. It's super bumpy, rugged, rough, and very rocky. Nonetheless, we're gonna take it down. We're gonna go cruising. Let's see what we can find or explore. Oh yeah, big drop right there. Hey, that back suspension is doing pretty good right there. Man, coming on through. Let's get on the gas here. Let's get ripping. Oh yeah, no problem conquering the trails here whatsoever. Nice little single pass here. Nice little bumpy bump, bumpy bump. Cruising on through. All right. Now we're down some thick grass here, ripping on up this brush and up and over. Yeah, this thing can handle off-road no problem whatsoever. This is actually pretty fun. All right, putting all the power down. Let's climb up the rest of this hill here, up to the top of the waterfall. We're gonna find a nice little bumpy jump here. See if we can't catch a little air over it. Oh man, this thing is cooking, almost 25. I had to let off right there. Oh yes, we got a little air. All right, guys, we are exiting Peter's Trail. Total domination. This thing actually super good. First spike to wheelie up the hill too, off the trail and back on the trail. Suspension doing its work, that's for sure. All right, guys, we've been ripping and dipping. We're about 8 miles in. Says we're down to about 70%, 1 bar gone. So doing pretty good on that range. Let's go do a little more off-roading. I want to put a little more extreme test to the suspension on this bike. All right, I want to give a big thanks to YOLOWAY for sending me out this bike for review and testing. They didn't ask me to sign any contracts, say anything. They just sent it out and have some fun. So that's what we're doing today. All right, let's give this thing a little wheelie test, shall we? We got to see how far and long we can take this thing. 6 miles an hour, 7 miles, 10 miles an hour. Great balance point. Well, 15, 16 on the dash. I gotta put it down. Cruising. Can the YOLOWAY hang? YOLO. All right, guys, time to go for a real good stress test now. Now, whatever you guys do, please do not ride like me. I only ride hard like this to see what's gonna shake, shimmy, break, or come loose before you purchase this bike. So please do not ride like me. Woohoo! All right, we're gonna really get in here. We're gonna test the framing out, the suspension out, everything out. This bike is jamming. Wow, it's actually super smooth. Wow, yes. Whoa, I've never been on this trail before. Oh my God, we got a little tabletop jump. Oh yes, epic. We're gonna go back and send that in a minute. Let's keep ripping this thing. No squeaks from the brakes or nothing like that coming yet. Very good, the suspension is solid. I like it, even for my 150-pound frame. Sure, I wish it had a little more dampening in the back there, but nonetheless, this is doing me really good. Up and over, yes, up the jump. All right, looks like it's hill climb time. Whoa, in the run. All right, we gotta put all the power on and try to make it up. Oh man, no problem. No problem at all. I was in the highest gear too on the pedals. Let's keep sending. All right, coming on through. Blast up here. A little berm action. Everything is blind. I've never been on this. Oh, yes. This is actually freaking epic. This is what dreams are made of right here. Oh, full speed. I'm just twisting that throttle, little burps here and there just to get the speed up. Oh, on the brakes hard. Here we go. Big uphill. Yep. Oh, yes. It's an Enduro bike. Oh man, I wish I would have found this sooner. This is absolutely so much fun. Man, the way this bike maneuvers and bobs around is very nice. It's almost like a motocross bike or a pit bike. You can kind of just stick your leg out, woo, into the rut, back on it. And we're going through a little bit of mud now. Let's stand up to get through this. Oh yes, woo! Oh man. And we have made it to the road. Wow, talk about YOLOing it. Absolutely domination of that trail. Let's go back and hit some slow-mos. Let's hit it. And right, guys, something I really like about this bike here, you're on the trail, it's got a very nice and easy spot to grab right there, swing it around, get back on and get sending. All right, full speed send here, let's roll it. See how fast we can get going on the dirt. 2028, oh, there's a big bump coming. Woo, up and over, super smooth. And another one, oh yes. All right, looks like we're closing in on 15 miles. We're about 48% on the battery there, which is pretty good because I was going full throttle up and down that trail getting you shots. And yeah, putting the power down. So doing very good. All right, guys, let's see if these brakes perform as good as they look. High speed brake test 25. Oh, yes. Absolutely solid braking. That felt great. One finger on each, burp, pop them in. Brakes, YOLO. All right, guys, even with 37% showing on the dash, I'm still cranking up to 28 miles an hour. All right, guys, coming in for one last skiddy on the YOLO. Awesome. Epic ride today, guys. Thank you so much for riding with me. So there you guys have it, the YOLOWAY YR20. I am actually a little bit shocked at this bike right now. I am blown away actually on the performance of this bike and how everything handled and absolutely felt. This bike felt very solid. The rear suspension doing absolutely its job in the back, and that front suspension, I only bottomed out one time going off that tabletop and it felt very plush for my 150-pound weight right there. Swinging on up to the top here, let's check out our range. Look at that, a little bit of voltage sag, and we let it sit, and we're back to 56%. I'll go ahead and put all the full range data up on the screen there for you so you can see that. Man, everything has held up very well. There is nothing coming loose or being weird. Check it out, that double chain ring derailleur right there did not pop off one time. We were going full speed on that trail as well. One thing did come on loose on me, and what came loose is right here. I can twist this fully back and forth like that. Just needs a little tightening on the other side nonetheless, but that did come loose while I was screaming down that trail. For sitting for about 16 miles, my butt in my back is actually very good. I think what kind of helped with that were these bars. They set these bars lower than most. As you can see on the forks here, you could even have a little more room to put them up a little higher right there if you want. But nonetheless, I love the actual layout for my 5.9 stance. Not a single squeak from the brakes, not one whatsoever, and nor did they loosen up on me at all. They are very tight. And check it out, looking for bubbles? No bubbles whatsoever. That means these are bled correctly. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today. If you're interested in this bike, I'll have a link below where to find it. And if I get some coupon codes, I'll definitely throw them in there to save you some money. But hey, guys, nonetheless, this has been trail tested. Stay trail happy, guys. Peace.